All right, we got day 3. And yesterday I was here, you saw the video, with my metal detector. And I did a lot of detecting of this area. We had another big tide come in last night, so I'm hoping things got tossed around. But today I'm also switching modes, and I'm gonna do some digging. I'll compare yesterday to today and see which one was more fruitful. And I got some time, although it was just starting to snow a little bit. Now, to me, that site right there will never get old. I found a tremendous amount of stuff right here over a long period of time. Question of the day: will I find better stuff than I did yesterday? Starting with a zip pull, not quite gonna cut it. Well, only because this thing looks so strange. Am I pulling it out of here with you? I don't really know what it is, but I saw some kind of strange curved section here. Is that oh, stupid piece of plastic. Oh, that's probably a hanger. Yeah, an old plastic hanger. Rats. See anything else? A lot of junk. A lot of junk. Interesting pieces of glass. Broken handles. Nothing great so far. Are you an obsessed mudlarker or not? Can you see that little tiny blue bead? Doing good. There it is. I found it. Just what I was looking for. I'm not giving up on the day yet. But when I'm down to pottery shards, that's big interest. I know where I'm going. Or I know where I'm heading, at least. This little guy here. Interesting color. Not done yet. You're right, I know what that edge looks like. No, am I right? Yep. Penny. See the 19. See the wheat back. That's probably right in the 40s range. I don't mind finding the pennies, but if I get some dimes or quarters from that range, they're all silver. Well, here's a Hail Mary pickup. You're not going to believe that this silly looking thing from the mud just looked like a rock. And I grabbed it for the fun of it. And I think that's a button. Look at you. 3 berries? I don't know. There's the shank. Today's a great example of how sometimes you gotta switch your focus to the tiny things. Because that's what's popping out today. Look at this little bead. It's not a marble, but we're getting closer. So the tiny things are showing up. I'm not getting anything on a larger scale. But I'll take these. They're easier to clean. But the question remains, as so many of my subscribers are asking, where's the marble? All right, maybe it's up there, or maybe it's in that slop. And still continuing with the theme of the day, I gotta try to scale this mountain because I'm much steeper over here. Do you see the bottle I'm looking at? A tiny little bugger. Now, these typically have a little chip in the lip, but you may have just popped out. And I think you are clean. All right, it's a little cork top. Probably a little perfume bottle. I have a bunch of these actually of different sizes, but the tiny ones are usually my favorite. Not usually, they are my favorite. Let's stick my hand in ice cold water and see what we got here. Nice. Kind of Art Deco-ish. I'm gonna put that in the 20s. That makes it 100 years old. Tiny bottle. What's the next tiny thing? You know, a ring would classify as something small. So it would fit the MO for the day. Anything else? Again on the smaller side, but this particular piece, can you see it? Let me get my footing. This piece is intriguing me quite a bit because of the facets. What is that right there? Now, you could just be an interesting top of a broken glass pretty dish or container, or you are some kind of facet all of its own, and you are. What kind of story are you telling? Not completely symmetrical. How many sides do you have? You look like you resemble one of those old Dungeons and Dragons dice. But I think you have a center cut out there, so maybe you're on something. What are your guesses? It's an interesting piece, and maybe the coolest piece of the day. Why'd you pop out over here? What were you connected to? Where's the rest of you? The rest of you. Might do some scraping right here if I don't sink into the mud anymore. Cool piece. All right. Well, it's just starting to snow on me again. It's proving you how cold it is. I'm sure I just dug out of here. I'm liking it. Another strange button. What's going on here? Just as my hand warmed up. Wow. You are a button. All right, we're moving into the bigger side of things. What kind of button are you? Interesting. Almost yin-yang-ish. All right, things are looking up. Because I just did all that.